Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the channel. So I got a message from a subscriber by the name of Milwaukee Beastman, and he had a question about what kind of tool I use to take off the nut that holds the forks and the bearing race all tight together. I believe this is the what he's talking about. And it's this right here, and you can see that it has the 4 little cutout spots on it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Honda intended you to use a wrench that looks like this. Now, I call these a spanner wrench. Now, I'm not 100% sure if that's the correct name or not, but let me see if I can set the tripod down. So the way this is supposed to work is the wrench fits in that little notch, and then you pull, and then if you need to tighten it, you switch the wrench to the other side. Now this wrench isn't the one for this. As you can see, it's got a bigger radius than what this is, so see how it doesn't fit down here? So what happens is, if I try and use this particular wrench, it wants to pull the little pin out of the hole. So I don't actually have one of those that is the correct size. So for years, I'm just like everybody else. I used a big pair of pliers, grabbed this thing and turned it back and forth, and probably scarred these up. But you know, I don't restore bikes, so a lot of times, like, I'll reuse this even though it's, you know, cracked or broke. And so if it scarred it up a little bit, I didn't care. But I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, I got kind of looking at that, and I realized that a 1 1/8 inch socket, if you can see it, not in the glare there, 1 1/8 inch, fits over that first shoulder, but not the second shoulder. Fits really well. It's a really good fit. So what I did was, I didn't want to ruin a good socket, so I went and found, I have a flea market right down the street from the shop here, so I went down to the local flea market, and I found an 1 1/8 inch socket, and I put it on here just like this, and I took a marker and marked at each spot, and I produced this. Now, it's kind of crudely, you know, nothing's a really good straight line, because I just put it in a vise and used a cutoff wheel on an angle grinder and cut down and then kind of cut across. And, you know, if you've got a friend with a milling machine, you can replicate that much nicer looking than what I did. But it just fits right over that, and it catches all 4 of those, so that you can tighten or loosen that nut. So if you've got a way to cut a socket and make that little cutout, it's an 1 1/8 inch. This one happens to be a 1/2 inch drive, but I just used an old 1 1/8 inch socket, and it fit on there pretty well. And that's what I use. So Milwaukee Beastman, I hope that helps you out. If anybody else out there has questions on tools or little tricks and things, you know, how to get things apart or whatever, I'm always looking for ideas for videos. So hit me up, make a comment, and I will see what I can do for you. But there you go. Guys, thanks for following along, subscribing. Oh, hit the camera. Sorry about that. Liking, commenting, and we will see you on the next video. Everybody have a great day.